Hello everybody, this is Nick from N&L Bricks, and today I've got the First Order Transporter. This set was released in 2015 for $89.99, and if you want to get one now, it will cost you around $200, so definitely a huge increase, basically double the price. And I still think if you want to get this set today for the $200 price, it is definitely worth it, and I'll go over why it is later on. But this set number is 75103. And for a $89 set, this had a lot of minifigs. It had 7, so the last time a set had 7 minifigures, or not the last time, but recently, the Jabba's Palace, or the Bib Fortuna's throne room, had the 7 minifigure mark, so that was pretty cool. But that's a $100 set, and this one is a $90 set. So I think this is one of the better sequel sets, definitely, and I'll go over why later on, like I said. But the box art is fantastic. The Kylo Ren, this is when they went with the realistic box arts and not like the Lego ones. So I liked it back in the day when it was realistic. But I don't mind the Lego one, but that definitely looks way better. The background or the box art is in Takodana when the rebels come in and try to help the like Rey and Han Solo and stuff. But in this set, it's very inaccurate, or not inaccurate, but it's just not going good for the rebels because they're outnumbered. And I think this is a fantastic set, like I've been going over. The side box art shows you all the minifigures and like an actual size, which you usually get here. On the back, it shows you the play features, and it shows you a whole bunch of stuff. You got the weapons it comes with, you got some play features, which there is a lot, and I'll go over how many there are. You got the, I think this is like the real measurement, I'm not sure, but it just shows how the ship looks. And finally, does it have side box art? Yeah, a little bit. It just has this little area. So, let's go into our minifigures then. And here are the 7 awesome minifigures. They all look very nice in my opinion. And let me go over them quickly. Here's the first one, or I'll just go over the first 2 here. They are Rebel Troopers. And or Resistance Troopers. They're not really given a name, so they're called Resistance Troopers or Rebels or whatever they're called. And on the box art it says Resistance Soldier, so yeah, we'll just call it Resistance Soldier. And here's the first one, the male. This one looks pretty cool. No face on the back. The hairpiece is pretty cool. I like the torso printing. No other significant printing on the arms or legs, but the back print has a little backpack or a little harness, so pretty cool minifigure. Next up, we have the other Resistance Soldier, which is a female, and I like this. I think this one is a little bit better because the color, I like beige a little more than that darkish brown, and the back print looks nice. No arm printing, no leg printing, but I think there might be a second face. Yep, there is. There's a more happy face, but I'm going to keep it with this one. Captain Phasma is mainly the reason why people got this set, because I think this was, for a while, the only way to get Captain Phasma. And I like Captain Phasma is probably one of my favorite minifigures. No face, unfortunately, even though the actor was, like, we know who the actor was. So, let me put this up for a sec. The torso printing is nice on the front and back. The little cloak, or the pauldron, is pretty long, and it's very nice, I'd say. The leg printing on this minifigure is awesome. There's no side or arm printing, but overall, probably the best minifigure in this set. You get 2 of the First Order Flame Troopers, which look very nice. And unfortunately, they did not come with the flame, but in the battle pack later on in 2017, they did. Angry Clone Face. You have decent torso printing. The leg printing is actually pretty nice. And then on the back here, there's a little backpack. And there's some back printing, but not really the coolest thing. I mean, the backpack is covering it, or the flames, you could say, the fire in the back. But pretty cool minifigure. And lastly, we have the generic First Order Stormtrooper with the angry clone face, which I like, but at the same time, it's just I like what they do now with the different faces, which is pretty cool. Torso printing, leg printing is nice, and then the back printing is pretty decent. And overall, I think the minifigure selection of the set is fantastic, and I like how LEGO went with these minifigures. I think the only minifigure I possibly would have added would have been maybe a Rey. That would have been cool. Or maybe a Kylo Ren. But otherwise, I think this is a 10 out of 10 minifigure selection for an $89 set. So, let's finally get on to the awesome transport itself. Here is the first order transporter, and it looks fantastic. And I quickly want to get a kind of a flat surface to show you guys how the because there's a feature with there's like a little bit of wheels to make it look like it hovers. So I'll put like notebook paper, and you can see it moves around really nicely. So I'm a huge fan of that from LEGO, and that was probably one of the coolest things they've done with the LEGO set back in the day. So the spring-loaded shooters, we all know how that works. Just press down here and it'll just fire. So for now, I just want to take it off so I don't constantly press on them, just like that. That's how they work. So let's start off with the front area. You have this light, which looks pretty cool, and you have two other lights here and right here and there. You can take this off to show the interior of the set, and it can hold, I want to say, at least 10 to 15 troopers. I definitely think you could fit 10 there because I've done it before, and you got to put some there, but it does work. And on the back, you have a little lever, and if you pull it, this pops out, which looks like it's a little bit of a which looks awesome the way they made it look like it was like a loading bay or like something like that. It just looks pretty cool in my opinion. Let me close it up. You have a stickering detail inside right there, which looks pretty nice. There's not much to it, but it's there. And then you have, I want to say, 4 weapon clips, so you can hold, or 4 clips to hold weapons. So that was a good part from LEGO. You also, on the this part that goes out, you have stud shooters, which you press on them and the studs will fire, which is pretty cool. Over here, as you guys can see, we have this little piece, and if you turn it, well, nothing will really happen because we got to put a minifigure in there. So let's put our first order trooper in there, and he'll fit right there. And if you open it up, he is there to ready the weapon, man the stud shooter, and it looks pretty nice. And then let's take this guy out. And then on the back area, we have some of the thrusters, which look fantastic. But I'm gonna say it was a very repetitive build, so that is the only issue with this area or this build. I'd say is it was just a long process with this just repetitiveness there, and there's like here was very repetitive, so that wasn't fun. But otherwise, it was a pretty fun build. On the side over here, we have basically just some smooth pieces which look really nice. I think these are like the pieces they use for the roadways, but they're just in gray. In the back, we have this cockpit, which I'm gonna move back a little bit and put it out. And just like that, you have this little area, or this little control area. And once again, I'll put in a minifigure. And when he goes in, oh yeah, he fits perfectly. So that's awesome. And then this window piece, or it looks like a window, it is a sticker, which I actually think that's fine. I'm usually against stickers, but this one is perfect for detailing. It just looks very nice. And I'm a huge fan of that sticker piece right there being there. The one problem I have with this set, besides the repetitiveness with the build, is I want to say this front part, which is just so easy to take off when you're trying to carry the set. It just happens a lot. And sometimes pieces will break off, and that is normal, but it will happen if you don't be careful when picking the set up. So just try to pick it up from here, go like that, instead of picking it up from here, because you're just going to do that and drop your set. And overall, I think this build is a 10 out of 10. I'd say there's really no issues with this set besides this, but there's no other ways to access it easier. So I see why this is here, and there's just no other better way. Even now, I don't think there's any way to fix that. But 10 out of 10 build for me. So let's go on to our overview. Overall, in 2015, this set is 1,000% worth $90. And I think Lego at the time could have easily charged $110 to $120. So I think $89 for this set was a steal. This was a fantastic army builder, and having the first order transporter in, like, let's say 4, 5, 6 is just fantastic. I wish I got another one of these. And if I do want to get another one of these, I do have to pay $200 on eBay, which I think, listen, it's still worth it. It's for 7 minifigures, one of them being Captain Phasma, some Flame Troopers, and then 2 generic First Order Stormtroopers. I think it is nice. I wish there was an officer in this set. I think I forgot to mention that when I was talking about the minifigures and how they could add it on. An officer in this set would have been nice, just like, I think I might have an example because I have my box right in front of me, but something like, don't know if I'll find it, but just the First Order officer would have been nice, or something like, I know it's not like the First Order one, but something like that would have been cool. So I think that's the only difference Lego could have done with this set, add an officer and add maybe Rey or Kylo Ren. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below which set you want to see me review next. Bye bye.